The Canadian men's national team got down to business today. Well, at least as much business as they could take care of. Because of the high cost of insurance, the national team couldn't hit the ice. Instead, they hit the floor at the Mark & McPhail Centre. They were working on systems, and to be quite honest with you, it looked like a bunch of guys out there playing a game of floor hockey. But it's important for the team to know what kind of game they'll be expected to play at the Winter Olympics in Sochi, Russia. And the players say they got a lot out of the floor session as well.
Yeah, that was something a little different. I think everyone was excited, though. If we weren't going to go on the ice, we got to do the video sessions. We got to, go over the stuff on the board. But to actually get out and just kind of run through it, literally, was kind of cool and fun. And guys were kind of laughing. But when the coaching staff wanted us to go through the motions, I mean, guys were serious and getting that ingrained in their head.
No, it's good. I mean, obviously it gives us all an idea of the systems we're going to be playing, and it's it's kind of like what football players do, just doing walkthroughs. So I think it's beneficial for everybody for sure.
During that we were changing, or actually when we had all the 6D going at once, the D were getting a little bit of a sweat, but it wasn't too bad. It was I think a lot easier than what I've heard the last one was like.
When you turn the light bulbs on for them again, the terminology, the patterns, what's expected is all going to be the same. They're smart guys. And so we'll go through it a number of times over 2 days. And when they get to Sochi, they'll be way ahead as if we hadn't done anything.
Well, for many pro rodeo athletes, Lethbridge is a big stop for them on the road to the Canadian Finals rodeo in Edmonton. All the marbles it was for. Final day of Whoop-Up Days rodeo. Kyle Bowers from Brooks takes it in the bareback with a solid ride of 84.5. Steer wrestling, Brock Butterfield from Ponoka wins. He was 4.1. Saddle Bronc saw Jake Brown from Eckville take the crown, scoring 76.5. Gunnar Fuchs from Sangudo, Alberta, takes the steer riding title with a score of 67.5. Tie-down roping, Chase Hoffer from McGrath took down here steer in 9 seconds flat. And in ladies barrel racing, Nikki Steffs of Vail, South Dakota was the fastest time, 16.29 seconds. Lethbridge has always been a big stop for rodeo. Many look forward to this event to gain valuable points in the race to the Canadian Finals rodeo in November at Rexall Place in Edmonton. And this is the weekend of the Mower Nationals in Cranbrook. Competitors wait all year for the chance to take up their souped ride on mowers onto the track and race for supremacy. Kimberly Davidson reports.
There are 16 racers competing in this year's Mower Nationals, including a new race team. Brian Laschuk and his 14-year-old stepson Dakota Rowan driving the Batmobile. Going in, Rowan's strategy is simple.
Go fast and not wipe out.
This is the 11th year for the lawnmower races in Cranbrook. It's a noisy, smelly, dusty event that draws in more spectators every year. And the inevitable crashes on the sometimes unforgiving track are all part of the fun. Rowan's first heat is against two-time champion Sean Ray. He keeps the Batmobile upright and finishes ahead, gaining the respect of his opponent.
Dakota, he raced exceptionally well. We got tangled up a couple times. Apparently he missed the tree once or twice, and they called it a win for me, but that whole race I thought I was playing catch-up with him.
But, like many other casualties of the day, after a few heats, the Batmobile fails and has to be pushed off the track. For the third year in a row, Ray takes first place, undefeated, leaving the Batmobile team to come up with a new strategy for next year's races. Kimberly Davidson, CTV News, Cranbrook.
Now that looks like fun, and the Mower Nationals hosted every year by Cranbrook resident Pete Durning, who holds the event in his own backyard.
That's a great backyard. Coming up next, one animal that you may not think is all that into cuddling and warm and fuzzy, but apparently lizards like a good snuggle.
Who knew?